to the 5th anniversary of House of Style. Who ever would have thought we would make it this far? And it all came so naturally right from the start. Can I go? You know, with summer almost upon us, everyone's wanting to strip off their... sorry. It's so hard just to stand here and do nothing with your arms. Okay, so maybe it wasn't so easy at first. One of the things I've learned during House of Style is that music and fashion are undeniably intertwined. They inspire and sometimes blatantly steal from each other. We look back over the past 5 years to see how the music industry and the runway have put their signatures on some of style's biggest trends. Who's stealing from whom? I suppose it depends who you ask. Doing this show, I found myself in many strange situations, and always with a whole camera crew following me around. I'm here with Brian, and we're standing in a swarm of about 8 huge stingrays, and they've got big stingers, and they're slimy, and they're rubbing against my ass. I got to freak out my husband.
We've known each other for 2.5 years. I've never seen you do this before. This is incredible. I'm just kind of floored.
And went one-on-one with a lot of very funny people.
You're welcome to Cindy Crawford's House of Pork.
Turn around, let's see.
I've always wanted to be. Oh, it's nice at the back.
Oh, it's backwards.
And it shows your little beauty mark.
I know.
Well, they feel kind of nice, you know, sort of sneaky.
Can you do this?
Yeah. Look at her. Would you want to do that? That's the question.
In fact, August 1990, our 5th show, was the first time I hung out with someone funny and fashionable. Okay, so why are we sitting here in robes and curlers and, like, you know, in the... This is not your apartment, I'm assuming, so what are we doing here?
Oh, please. We're about to try on a lot of very expensive designer clothes for the fall.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wearing this. I do like Esther, what's her name, the old swimming instructor. Oh no, oh my God, sorry Ivana.
Yeah, watch it, the Trumps are watching. They're like size 50.
They're like for guys or something here. I have $4,500 worth on me now. I'm just so excited. Let's get dressed! Gluttony, excess, thousands of dollars worth of designer clothes. I've learned this from Cindy already.
No, wait, who am I?
Ivana Trump! The bum hanging out of the designer dress. I'm not looking as good as her. Look, she makes a bloody fortune. Look at me, I'm sorry. Look, my mum would say, you look much better than her, Tracy, and I'm not biased. You really do. I mean, she looked nothing, darling. You look marvellous. Get me a pencil. I'm going to draw a mole on my lip. Excuse me. I don't want a bit different.
That's okay. It's good to have a little variation.
Here I
I think you need one there, there, there.
All right. I'm going to do 2.
Because 2 is better than 1. You're up, Trace.
I'm on that.
Try to keep the shoes on.
I can't keep these little legs on. No, it's not fair. We finally get to wear goatee, and I wanted to wear that one. And listen, Cindy's so selfish. These bloody
No, I'm not doing
That's like a
that's
Gautier
like
fashion
Gautier
show.
modeling.
So what's the difference between Gautier modelling and Versace modelling?
The shoes.
Totally different sort
It
of.
starts with the shoes and it goes from there up.
Now, why doesn't this look the same on me? Can you notice, viewers? It's not looking the same on Tracy as it did on Cindy. Yes, it's wrinkling round the hips and the stomach. Yes, she's had a lot of the breakfast in the plaza. Sorry about this, Ivana. Ooh, they're like this polystyrene stuff. They're not feathering down at all. They should be for this price. Thank you very much.
We're twins.
We're twins. Spiderweb twins. Don't any quoi. Look at me. Look at me.
He never
I'm barbecue. Hey, I'm barbecue. That means you're hot. It's a new expression. And now, of course, we have to do some voguing.
Oh, yeah. What music is this anyway?
What is it? Is this thing? God knows what it is. So now we're in Moschino.
We're in
which is like-
Moschino. It's a little...
I'm in a sort of lampshade thing here. It's Moschino is now saying, why did Cindy Crawford not wear that? Why did Tracy Ullman wear that? You've gotta ring them bells. You've got. As we leave this little lunch area, let's do a comedy
Wait,
classic.
now I've
Let
taught
me
you
give
modeling, so you're going to teach me some comedy
Yeah, comedy classics. It's just here, Cindy. Look,
This is
it's
funny.
always worked for me. And then you go like this.
Thanks for that comedic tip, Tracy. Speaking of tips, at House of Style, we've been able to get the hair and makeup pros to give us theirs. So get a pad and pencil. You'll want to write these down.
I have a great tip for you. If you're having trouble doing your own eyebrows, get a white nail pencil and you literally draw where you need to pluck. You draw the shape in and you just pluck along the line.
It's really important to put on the brush, shake off excess, and really build slowly, because it's so much easier to build up than to take off.
If you have brown or auburn hair and want red highlights, use cranberry juice and comb it in and let the sun do its work.
Getting rid of dead skin is very important. Start off by grinding sea salt until it has a fine consistency. Add coconut oil and plain yogurt. Rub all over your body, wash off in the shower, and your skin will be very, very soft.
Are you ready for the last makeup tip of the day? Yes. I get a nice neutral tone. This is a nice kind of peachy brown. I, of course, mix everything on my hand, and I use my concealer to lighten it up. This way you don't have to buy like 300 different lipsticks.
You're fabulous, darling.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Welcome back to the 5th year anniversary of House of Style. In the past 5 years, models have become much more than just images on paper. Here's a look behind some of fashion's most beautiful faces as they open up about their lives and crazy livelihoods.
The life of a supermodel, tired.
Every day I work. Every single day.
Fashion magazine from the time I was 12, but I never thought I would become this. Never. You learn from watching your mistakes. That's what happened with my pictures also. I learned never to make that face again or never to wear that makeup again. I thought I'd never make it because I didn't have the all-American look. I don't have a little button nose and, you know, wheat-colored hair. I never thought I'd get to this point. I was the biggest tomboy. I mean, it was, I wore Toughskins, I shopped in the boys' department. I rode skateboards, played with frogs, lizards, snakes. And I was really disappointed to find out I was a girl. I'm 19. I started modeling when I was about 15 in Tulsa. My mom put me with an agency that I actually had to pay money to be a model, right? I had to take lessons, and to learn how to walk on the catwalk. I was the worst in the class. I swear to God, you can call up my agency in Tulsa and ask her. They begged and pleaded with me to come in and practice, and I was like, are you kidding me? I hate this stuff. I was like not into it. They kept saying, she walks like an athlete, she walks like a little boy. There's no way nobody is ever going to hire this girl.
C'est un travail. C'est ce que je fais et non ce que je suis.
I started 3 years ago at 18 years old with a contest in Canada, a little contest for modeling.
I really don't like hair. I don't think it's aesthetic, and I don't know, it's my look.
The tattoo, it's an antique dragon, the Chinese one. I started to paint at 6 years old, and really from 6 till 14, it was the only thing I wanted to do is painting. I just do it to express, because sometimes you have some things that are here and you have to let it go. So maybe instead of killing people, I'm drawing.
Je crois simplement que certaines expériences se doivent d'être vécues pour être comprises. That's it. Thank you. That was my philosophy of modeling. I hope you understood.
Thanks to all my comrades who allowed us to invade their space for a day. When we've gone behind the scenes of a photo shoot or a runway show, we've always tried to highlight those artists whose ideas push the cutting edge. Here's a look at the inspirations behind some of fashion's most provocative designs and images.
We're not selling clothes, we're selling an idea.
Don't twist yet. Don't suffer. But that's marvelous. I like it when it goes like this, you know, because we must be within the realms of decency seen it for America.
Right.
I think, but the only thing I brought to fashion photography was a certain kind of sexuality, because it's what it's about. You come walking towards me. That's the idea. You walk, you undulate. You undulate.
Devil, be a devil. I love black and white. I think is the purest form of expression. So it has a vocabulary, has a range of feelings which color I don't think can express. What would you do if you found your husband in bed with another woman? Ah, that's a good one.
I don't know why.
It is an art. I mean, I think good photographers who work in fashion make art.
Designers also create art when they translate their ideas into clothes.
I wanted something who was poetry, and also the two sides that we have in us, it means a part of violence and a part of romanticism. You know, we are always two people.
A human being in nature is like lost, it has been forgotten. It's always urban, city, going out and all that. For me, I'm trying to do something more soft and more positive, maybe, more human.
I love the idea that people can be like quieted if they're confused enough when they're looking at a piece.
If it shocks some people, it's a problem.
See there?
Yeah. Let me just see one more turn of...
We tend not to go into a studio behind no seam and just shoot a girl wearing clothes. You know, anyone can do that. It's more interesting to create something that's really going on, something that people can identify with, something that you'll think about. It's about a fantasy.
Coming up, Todd Olam's first time on House of Style. But first, a look at some of our favorite cameos.
We are going to have some fun tonight. Come on, let's go into the party, all right? Follow me, honey.
It's a very important shoot. This is MTV, man. Very, very important shoot.
I'm also free for the German Vogue, if that's...
Who would you like for hair and makeup?
Klaus.
Anyway, we all, after a whole week of doing shows that are pretty conservative, they know we all love to be like Jessica Rabbit.
Y'all ready for this? MTV's Jam of the Week. Y'all ready for this?
Welcome back to the 5th anniversary of House of Style. For the past year and a half, we've been lucky enough to have designer Todd Oldham turn what some people see as garbage into some of the coolest stuff around, just for us.
Well, I always loved taking stuff apart to create something new, and I sure never thought it would get me on TV. See, Mom, all those years of playing in the garbage on the way home from school finally paid off. Well, here's the piece that got me my big break, my first piece on House of Style, and I hope you enjoy it.
Flea markets are great because it's like digging in someone's purse, but you don't get in trouble for it. Eventually you develop flea market radar. We'll take them.
Well, our furniture buyer's getting a free watermelon.
Thank you. So I guess we got it all. So let's just start putting it in. Everything we got at the flea market's been delivered, so let's get going. We picked up all these great mismatched prints at the flea market yesterday, and we're going to do the cheesiest recover, but I swear it works. It's sturdy. Done with glue guns and safety pins and some roofing nails. Quickly, before the glue cools, we're going to tuck this into the roll here. We're going to use these safety pins to work on this area right here. So we put the glue right here. We're going to run glue all the way around the whole edge of the top, pat it in, trim it off, and we're going to be able to apply our braid. We're going to reapply some color to this old velvet chair and change the stain here from brown to beautiful gold. Get this velvet completely sopping wet so that it will take the paint a little better and it'll make all the colors we're going to use bleed together. The paint we use to paint the chair is a permanent fabric dye, so that's really important to make sure that the words permanent are involved when you're using something on furniture.
So what we're going to do now is tile a table in a mosaic pattern.
This is really a non-traditional way to do tiles. Usually you would put a proper tile adhesive and grout and everything, but this is a great quick way to do it. I love redoing this old furniture for several reasons. It's so important to recycle on every level possible. God, Angel, we're done. Can you believe we got it all finished?
I know, and we did it all in one day.
It's pretty easy to do.
It is.
It doesn't cost much either. I mean, sometimes you can get stuff for free.
Thanks, Todd. When I first started doing the show, the farthest we went for a shoot was across town. But since then, we've been able to track down style all over the world. Here's some of our favorite spots. It's like my first big piece for MTV, right? I'm here by myself, so what do I get to do? Go shopping in Paris? No. Am I interviewing Kevin Costner? No. You know what they give me? I mean, a turtle! What is this? How are you? Oh! Ooh.
About the Paris shows comes from the fact that there's so much creativity in Paris and that the origin really of high fashion, of high style, comes from here.
Surfers don't want to look like anybody else.
Right now, this is a mecca for modeling.
I wish I was 40 years younger.
Because it's much cheaper. The money is not one of the main parts. But fantasy, right? Up to your own fantasies.
shows here because, I mean, I like doing fashion shows, period.
The Garden State Plaza Mall in New Jersey with Ellen Hart, who's been teaching girls to do runway modeling for 20 years. Give the camera a look, like a look to the camera. Very good. Next up, my hometown, DeKalb, Illinois, for our back-to-school special this fall. It's been a great 5 years, and I hope you all stick around for 5 more. Bye.